And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Here's Osborne. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Daniil Hunter on the
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep to return is KJ Osborne. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the 1st to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Kenny Moore.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throwing is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
First down, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend, and we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes. So they make the decision to kick it on 4th and inches. That close, and they decide not to go for it.
Well, but short of going for it, I think they got as good of a result as they could have gotten.
Yeah, if you're not going to go for it in that situation, yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Mack, the ball carrier.
On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Rivers to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 2 veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
K.J. Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down throw for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph holding that one in from Cousins. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On on first down. Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Walker, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, his throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Grover Stewart busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Vikings.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 12-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Cousins again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rivers on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To the air again here. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. Blankenship's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
19. Vikings 14.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Here's Osborne. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the veteran, Phillip Rivers. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now...
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turn the ball over last. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with Mack. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, Adam. Give me what you got. Hey, no, easy. What you got, Adam? Give me some. Give me some.
Cousins to throw it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
12. And the Vikings 1st down.
To throw, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Play fake. Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
To Adam Thielen.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Right there. 54, right there. Right. Hey, we're good. No chance. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To the air again. It's Cousins. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
And makes the score Vikings.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this 3rd quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp.
And they had
good,
the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you know you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes at halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here. Rivers now to throw on first down. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Rivers,
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Phillip Rivers sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Hines, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
45-yard
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And Pascal's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.